Alright, welcome to Rock Hill Crit Day 2 of 2024 Hincapie Spring Series. Got 2 races in. If you haven't seen the first one, go check it out. It was not great for me, but this one I have a different plan, even though I've got the same legs. We're watching out for Jonas here on the left, and I think he's more marked today. First of all, I'm going to attack pretty early. We're only like 7 minutes into this race, and I'm just going to go ahead and send a bomb. I didn't make it too far. I kept the power on, but was eventually caught. And then Jonas attacked over top of me. This is a little later in that lap where everybody's just kind of marking anything that Jonas is in, which is great. It means he's not going to lap me twice. Hopefully, if I do everything correctly. But you can see the field is, behind me, and I'm pretty cooked, so I'm floating back. This team right there, they are now rainstorm cycling, but everybody on the team, all 3 guys were Texas Roadhouse last year, so in those kits, and they were sending it pretty hard. We had some other sends from EF Education guy. Jonas came around, and I figured it was on me, but luckily other people, were also marking him, so I could float back a little bit. Texas Roadhouse was staying up at the front. That was, I think, Zach, or maybe Fergus, just getting pulled back there after an attack, and then the field would lull, kind of like this. Texas Roadhouse was attacking pretty often and keeping the pace pretty high, and then it would lull and somebody would go again, either me or them or someone else. It was awesome. Love this kind of racing, but less wind today. So that makes it a little bit easier on me in my very non-aerodynamic bike, but get a little flick through there by Tim and decide I'm not going to do that because the whole field is on our tail, and so no reason to pull. He keeps motoring on and actually has a gap, so kept going, and it would be on these guys to just kind of bridge across. My teammate right there, Johnny Clark, jumping across. Awesome to have him in the race. He was in the chase group that I missed last time, and then Jonas right in front of me here. I'm just going to stick on his wheel for most of this race, and this is why, because he can accelerate, and I hopefully can stick on his wheel. I was still pretty hurt, and little gap formed a little bit later in that lap, and he would send it again up the hill. I was just trying to hold on to him and was able to relax a little bit up top. Halfway through the race now, 30 minutes, and I'm staying up towards the front, trying to mark stuff, maybe spending a little more energy than I should. My legs are not sharp at all, so I'm not able to accelerate really hard, have to use momentum like that to come through and attack, and would eventually get caught again. Jonas would come off of that move. This is same lap right after that, and I was calling out everybody should go after that again on the same lap here, and Jonas has still got a little break of, I don't know, 5 or 6 guys there. So I had Johnny jump across there, and that meant I can just sag for the rest of this little acceleration in the pack, save some energy if you can save energy at 600 watts. A little bit later on, that's like a few laps later, I sent a little move and then was pulled back shortly after that on the top of the hill. And Jonas came around me with one of the Texas Roadhouse guys. This could have been a very dangerous breakaway had people not started to bridge across, which I was glad everybody recognized. It was quite a dangerous breakaway. Another move here by one of the Texas Roadhouse guys, they kind of let him go, and the super guy kind of skipped his rear wheel standing up to catch him, but luckily that meant I did not have to jump onto the wheel that hard. And then I would come around and just kind of tuck in here, so I don't have to spend energy to pull something back, but also it doesn't just get away. And I think this is Tim off the front here. He wasn't going too hard. I think he just had some space, and then Jonas would come around me. I noticed that's pretty dangerous, so I got on his wheel, whatever it cost me. A little bit later in that same lap too, and we came up the hill. I had saved plenty of energy from that little tucking in, so attacked again and got a little gap. It was only like 10, 11 minutes left in this race, and the Texas Roadhouse guys had been attacking pretty good. I figured the field was pretty tired, so I just kept the gas on, but Jonas was right on my wheel, and he pulled through. This is a dangerous move for me. I guess I'm okay getting second, because, yeah, no pop in a sprint right now. But he flicked me through, and I said, hell no, and proceeded to stay on his wheel until the field that was going pretty fast, because they were scared of us, caught back on. So, 5 minutes to go, Johnny Clark and I chatting game plan for the first time this year. We're talking about going early because I cannot go late. My legs are pretty toast from this whole race and from the weekend of riding. And we are into the last lap. There's shenanigans that occurs on this last lap here. If you watch to the left, this Miller School of Albemarle team, they get together but are pushed off into the grass. Luckily, there's a good runoff for him. Just narrowly dodged whatever the hell that was into the grass and got back in. But now we're going downhill. I'm pretty far back. Johnny has luckily filtered his way up there, but I was pretty tired, and so was hoping for a late surge up the hill or right after the hill when people are a little bit tired. But we're going fast here, 30 miles an hour down through that turn, and then, yeah, crank it up to 39, 40 through this downhill stretch here. Last lap. Kind of got to get moving up, but I also don't want to pedal. I want to save some energy, although at this point I probably should have just sent it. But there's not a lot of places to send it to. Again, on the left, you can see those Miller School of Albemarle guys, and they're trying to move up too. Fortunately for them, there's, yeah, that little runoff yet again, and this dude in front of me is going to see a small hole and decide to send it through in just a minute here. Unfortunately, a Texas Roadhouse guy is filtering back through that hole, and he's on the grass for a good bit this last lap here while standing, so glad that was dry and not sloshy. All right, I'm in good position, pretty stoked with where I'm at right now, and then speed just keeps up. We're going 27 after that little hill. I'm pretty cracked, so I'm gonna have to do whatever I can to move through, and there's been a lot of sketchy stuff this lap, and it's a training race, so I'm just gonna take what chances I can and try to maintain my health for the rest of the season. That's my mentality right now. But yeah, there's this little inside, taking the inside on this final corner, and I get pushed real far inside. Tried to accelerate, and my legs were toast. I realized I wasn't going to get any better than, what, like 7th there. So I decided to chill out and just roll it in. Johnny was up there. Johnny ended up getting 3rd. Zach B ran in 2nd. And then Jonas won the sprint. I'm a coach with Evoke. Check us out, evoke.bike. Also, Lactigo in the description. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.